How's it going? How's everybody doing today? well, well, I got some really good news. Really, really good news. uh, this is, for me, a very powerful affirmation that the power of prayer works. I got hired onto a job with a trucking company, and as many of you know, if you've been watching my videos over the last year since I was laid off, the company that I used to work for went out of business. They were bought out by a larger company, and the larger company had a company policy. They refused to give out employee verification, and I've been turned down on many occasions for jobs because the company that I worked for that went out of business, the one that got bought out, I worked for them for the last 5.5 years, and so nobody could verify that I've been a truck driver for the last 5.5 years, and nobody would hire me on. So here I am, down to the home stretch. My unemployment runs out at the end of August, and I was in a situation where I would have no money whatsoever, and I'd be forced to move in with my parents in North Carolina and live with them and be a burden on them, which I never wanted to do. That really did not appeal to me. So I've been praying about this heavily, on a daily basis, for God's will to be done in my life. Whether that be I get a job here or move to North Carolina, but I really didn't want to be a burden on my parents. And so I was heavily praying for a job here in Minnesota. Put in an application with a company 2 days ago, and for the first time ever since I got laid off from work, the company that bought out the company I used to work for verified my work experience. And this company that I applied for work called me up today and said, "Hey, we got verification of your work experience." And I was like, "You're kidding." and they said, you start work on the 27th. And since they have verification of my work experience, I'm actually starting out at, get this, a higher rate of pay, more money per mile than I've ever made in my life as a truck driver. So not only do I have a new job, the company that never gave out work experience, work verification, verified my job history for the last 5.5 years, and now I'm starting out with a new job, getting paid more money than I ever have before. Believe me, you cannot tell me that God's not real, that Jesus isn't real, and the power of prayer doesn't work. Now, prayer always gets answered, but sometimes the answer is no. And we don't like to hear that, but this time the answer was yes. And wow, what can you say? So anyway. anyway, just wanted to let you guys know, and that I'm in a good situation. I go to orientation for the new job on the 27th. And so there you have it. Good news all around. Um, uh, it'll be dry van, so I won't have to, throw tarps or chains like I would with a flatbed truck. And since it's a dry van instead of reefer, I won't have to load or unload, or break down loads. Dry vans always get loaded by forklifts, or they get loaded by a pallet jack. And even with my back issues, I can handle a pallet jack. That's not a problem. So, good news. God is good. Um, God's always good. We just don't always recognize it in our lives. And for those of you interested, my Welsh Dublin, courtesy of Patrick the Pipe, and I'm smoking Pina Colada from my local brick and mortar, which is actually Altitas. Is it Altitas or Altitas? Altitas. But it's Altitas Pina Colada. Quite tasty. So, till next time, may all your roads be smooth, chicken house is empty, and chicken house is closed, and may your pipe never run empty, and God bless all of you.